In this video, we are going to be discussing how to solve the triangle. So what solving the triangle means is that you find every single angle and you find every single side of that triangle. So let's begin. We have a sketch of the drawing, so we know that angle C is our right angle. So that means side C is our hypotenuse. We are given that angle A is 33 degrees, angle B is 5.8, and we want to solve the triangle. So let us set that up. All right, so we have a sketch. So we already know angle A and we know B. So far so good. So I can kind of come over here and keep like a little checklist of all the things I need. So angle A was 33 degrees. Angle C is our right, so that means it's 90 degrees. And we know side B was 5.8. So to begin with, straight up, I see that we have two angles already. So that means finding the third angle will be simple using the fact that the interior angles of a triangle are 180 degrees. So I can say 33 plus B plus 90 equals 180. So that means B plus 123 equals 180. So subtract that over. B equals 57 degrees. So now we have this as 57 degrees. And now notice that we just need two sides. So doesn't matter which one you want. So let's go and try to find the side of A. So I'm going to use the trig ratio by looking from angle A. So I'm going to look like I'm looking from angle A to come up with this trig ratio. So this trig ratio is going to be the, let's see, I know from that angle 5.8 is my adjacent side and A is going to be my opposite. So opposite and adjacent, that's a tangent. So the tangent of 33 degrees equals the opposite, A, over the adjacent, 5.8. So I'm solving for A. So that means I just need to go and multiply both sides by 5.8. On the right side, the 5.8s will cancel. And on the left side, that's just something I put into my calculator. So 5.8 times the tangent of 33, which gives me 3.77. So I just need to find C now. So this is a right triangle. So that means that I can use the Pythagorean theorem to find my third side. So if you remember for the Pythagorean theorem, it is a squared plus b squared equals c squared. So we know side A is 3.7, so 3.77 squared plus our side of B, which is 5.8 squared equals c squared. So I'm going to put the left side into my calculator, so 3.77 squared plus 5.8 squared, and answer. So I get side C equals 6.92. All right, so let's try the second problem. So let's go ahead and off to the side, let's resketch our drawing. So to start with, we can just go ahead and find the third side by using the Pythagorean theorem. So a squared plus b squared equals c squared. So we have 23 squared plus b squared equals 45 squared. So 23 squared is 529 plus that b squared equals 45 squared, which is 2025. So I can subtract that 529 over. So b squared equals 1496. And then take the square root of both sides to cancel out the squared. So side b equals 38.68. 38.68. We knew side A was 23, and we knew side C is 45. So now we need to go and find our angles. So it doesn't matter which one you want to work with first. I'm just going to go and pick A. So one good thing practice to do is to use the numbers that were already given to you to help you find at least the first angle. So I don't want to use this adjacent side. I don't want to use this because that's a number I had to find. So just in case I made some kind of mistake on that, I don't want to compound that mistake. So I'm going to use the opposite side and the hypotenuse to solve this problem. So opposite and hypotenuse, that sounds like sine. So I'm going to set up the sine of angle A is equal to the opposite, which was 23, over the hypotenuse, which is 48. So doing this problem, I'm trying to find angle A, which is inside the function of sine. So to get rid of sine, I'm going to take the inverse sine of both sides. So the inverse sine and sine are going to cancel, leaving me with A on the left side. On the right side, I'm going to put that into my calculator. So inverse sine of 23 divided by 45, close those parentheses, and I get 30.74 degrees. So 30.74 degrees for A. So I just need to find angle B now, and angle B, we're going to use the fact that the interior angles add up to 180. So that means that angle A being 30.74 plus angle B plus angle C being 90 should add up to 180. So we can subtract all this stuff over, and angle B gives me 59.26 degrees. So that is solving a triangle. So we start off with pieces of information that are given to us, and then we start to branch out, either using the Pythagorean theorem, using the idea that the interior angles always add up to 180, or using some kind of trig or inverse trig to get an angle or side. So I have a problem for you to try. It is a word problem, so you're going to need to draw yourself a triangle or two to figure out these answers. So pause this video and take a moment to answer these questions. So on part A, you would have found the angle of elevation of the sun to be 31.36. So the elevation of the sun is from you looking at the ground, or you being on the ground and looking up to the sun, basically. For B, you would have wanted to make a second triangle and solve this one. The shadow is 1,638.33 feet long, And on the last one, you would want to, again, make another triangle to help solve this problem, and the hiker is 596.87 feet. Remember, the angle of depression is you looking down from eye level, so make sure that you drew that triangle correctly.